Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I got the two grids built and parked my train right there for now. I also took out the biters that were over in this area. I've got some down here that I will go and remove now as well. I've got lots of ammo now, so that's good. So I'll go ahead and grab that. That gives me 2 stacks. Let's see. I've got 5 turrets. Let's make 6. I wouldn't mind having a few more of those. So I'm going to pick up some iron. What else am I short of? No, that's good. So it'll give me 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do 10. Oh, and I made a car, so I can zip around a little bit more quickly. There we go. There's some wood. Actually, we can even put ammo in the car, so we can shoot from within it. Although that's not really my plan. I'll show you. It's pretty easy in peaceful mode, especially when you have even distribution. And let me show you why. So you can walk right in here. They don't attack you as long as you don't bother them. And what you do is you just lay out your turrets with no ammo in them, right? I'll put some here too. And then you grab your ammo, you hold down Control, left click, boom. And then they all start firing at the same time. And that way you can take out the nests along with the biters pretty easily. And then you can do your turret creep. So it's pretty easy. You know, like I said before, it's really not, it's not a big challenge fighting the biters in peaceful mode, but it does give you something to do with all the weapons and the research, so that you don't feel like it's all going to waste. Let me know what you think about this, though. If you think this is kind of silly to even bother with, then we could always turn the biters off, but I thought it would just allow us to do something with our guns and so forth. Okay, so I installed the Big Brother mod, and there was some research required to unlock it. So let me go to one of these research trees here. So it starts with this radar amplification, which expands the radar line of sight and scan range. So basically what that does is it improves the range of the radar. So now you can see I've got a huge range that I can see from the map, and then it's scanning an even larger range. And then there's another research called, let's see, that was amplification. And then there's another one called efficiency, radar efficiency, and they have several levels, of course. And that one increases the scan speed of the radar. So the range of the radar, as the range of the radar increases, you can also increase the speed that it scans. So ultimately you can get one radar to cover a very large area, and then it'll scan that larger area in approximately the same amount of time that it would normally take you to scan the smaller area with the vanilla radar. There is a cost to it, though. It increases the power consumption of the radars. Let's see. So I got 1, 2, 3. This is the middle. So what I'm going to do, since I've got these beefed up radars now, I'm just going to put one right here in the middle of these 2 sections. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove these other ones that I've been running previously. But you can see now that it's consuming 600 kilowatts. Yeah, here we go. What is this? Radar. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know why it shows me this one there. That's strange. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's because, probably it's because I installed the mod when I already had radars on the map. Maybe that confused it. And then I'll remove the other radar I have over here. And I think that one that I've got right there in the middle should cover my entire base. Okay, so we're already mining out some stuff. Oh, I also installed the Inbuilt Lighting mod. It's not nighttime yet, but at nighttime you get a little bit of a glowy section around your power poles. So let me pick that one up too. And then I can remove these poles. Yeah, and I can still easily see everything within range. So that's good, because now I can just put a radar, in between two grids, so it'll be out of the way and it'll cover a huge area, which is exactly what I was hoping to get. Okay, yeah, now you can see that the power poles have a little bit of light around them, so it just helps light up the whole map without having to spam lamps everywhere. I'll still use the lamps, but just not as much. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is get some blue science packs so that I can get some of this initial bot research done. So the only oil that I have, to be honest, I think that's the only oil that I have at all right now on the map. That's it, huh? Yeah, that's all I've got so far. It's just these three little bits of oil. So I put some pump jacks on and fed those into a storage tank. Because what I'd like to do is make a little bit of plastic so that we can get some blue science packs made. So I'm going to need, I don't know, I'm going to need, looks like probably about 500, 600 of these blue science packs. So I'm going to need sulfur, and I'm going to need plastic for the red circuits. So let's start making that. I'm just going to do it with, I'll do it over here, just doing plain old basic oil. I mean, we will get advanced oil out of this, but I don't know if I'm going to bother changing the recipe. I might need to get lubricant. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. So there we go. Making petroleum. Let me craft some more underground pipes. I don't have much iron plate, so I'm not going to be able to make a ton of them, but okay. And then I'll leave myself a little bit of space in case I do upgrade the recipe. And should I make another tank? Yeah, let me go get some iron plate. And I left my car over there. It's starting again. In some of my previous series where I used a car, I was always forgetting where I left it. And some things never change. I might add the airplane mod later. Okay, so we'll make a tank for petroleum. I wonder if maybe I should bring the petroleum over here to my starter base. Or maybe I should pump the oil over there. I think I should pump the oil over here to the starter base and then do all the refining and everything over here instead. So let's do that. I had my volume turned down. Okay. Yeah, I've got iron plate. I think I'm good on pipes. Ah, I know. I wanted to get a few engines so that I can make some pumps. Now those biters that I took out, you may remember I set no expansion, so hopefully they won't be coming back. Oh, and I will craft some more undergrounds because I gotta pump this over. Alright, so I'm gonna pick all this up. We'll pump over the oil and then... Why am I doing that the hard way? Alright, so what's a good path for our pipes? Maybe... Yeah, run along there and follow those other things. Alright, so I'll put a pump there so we get decent pressure. I think we can go up this way. Alright, and then I'm going to want to cut over right there. And I'll put another pump just to keep the flow going. You do lose some, your flow rate goes down as the length of pipe increases. Okay, and then I'll align to these undergrounds here. Okay, and then we've got our oil. So we could put our refining right over here, I think. Should be enough room. All right. Yeah, so we'll do it like that. Okay. And that way, if I decide to add water later for advanced oil, I've got the room for it already. Okay, and then I'll copy that there. There we go. Let's put that into a tank. Right there. Okay. We can remove that. And we can remove that. All right. And then I'll just go ahead and copy that. We'll get the plumbing for the other fluids just so we kind of know where we need to stay clear. And that's where the water would go. Okay, so let's start making plastic first. I'm going to need to get more coal. Okay, so there's some coal. And I think probably, I mean, for what I want to do now, I think probably like 2 machines making plastic are probably going to be sufficient. Well, let's do 4 because I'm going to want some red circuits to make things with too. All right, and then I'll just connect that there. And then I guess the pump can, or the tank can flow back. Maybe I should not have a tank. All right. Let me do it over here instead. I can make batteries over here. I've got iron and copper already. Okay. And then I'm going to do that. There. That way we can buffer some. All right, and then I need coal. All right, so then maybe this is not the best place for the coal line to go. Okay, so now we're making plastic with which we can make red circuits. Okay, and then for the blue science, well, like I said, I'm going to need some batteries, but I also need sulfur and sulfuric acid. So let's get some sulfur going. There's no petroleum in there. Actually, there's no petroleum at all. Why is that? Ah. There we go. Okay. And let me just add another pump. I like using pumps everywhere. Okay, so that looks good. And then we can have the sulfur coming out there. All right, so let's get some water. Closest water is over there. So let's bring in... Okay, well, let's run the pipe of water across here. go north. Well, I'll go north here. All right, let's make an offshore pump. Let's make a few more undergrounds. There. Okay, and that should pass through here without disturbing this. So this is not connected to anything. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of an elegant way that I can have a shared belt of plastic and sulfur to make blue science packs. Alright, that'll be for my acid. Let's see. Okay. All right. These full already? Yep. Okay. So that'll be for blue science packs, and then this will be for acid. Let's make another tank. Actually, I'm not going to start making acid yet. I'd rather save all the sulfur for the science packs. Okay, so I'll run that over here. Maybe I shouldn't have a shared belt, because the plastic is for the circuits, not for the science packs. So I don't want any plastic on this belt of sulfur. Okay, so let's see how much blue science can I make. This takes 1 sulfur every 24 seconds. And I am making 2 sulfur every second. Okay, so the sulfur is not going to be what limits me. Why isn't that? Oh. That's why it's not taking iron plates. Okay, so that's ready to go when we decide we need it. Okay, and then the plastic. We can bring over here. No, that was for, this is for stone brick, should I need it? Okay. There. Looks like I still got some plastic there. Okay. All right. So let's make, I'm making assembly machines now. Let's go grab some. I think I'm good on my other supplies. Okay, so I'm not going to do a big build of blue science. So let's just do like 6 of them. Okay, that'll give me, let's see, you get 2 every 24 seconds. That's 1 every 12 times 6, so I'll get 1 every 2 seconds. All right, so we need sulfur and engines. Okay, well, I'm already making engines. If I can just get spaghetti their way down there. Okay. So I think I'll join that up with the sulfur on one belt. Like that. And then I just need some red circuits. I need one every 8 seconds times 6. I need 6 every 8 seconds. So let's say about 1 per second. Yeah, so six machines making red circuits ought to be sufficient. Actually, so we can just direct feed, right? That makes it easier. Let me remove these. Okay. All right. So now I need to get some of those green circuits down here. And I need some copper wire. All right, let's do it this way. Oh, I need green circuits too. Yeah. All right, that should work. Okay, so now we just need to spaghetti some green circuits down there too. And I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room to do that. Right here would be a great place to do it. And then side load. So I only get the circuits, and then the only problem I have is that. Okay, problem solved. Okay, and then that gets copper, which is easy. Okay. That should do it. One of these for 6 of those is the right ratio. do another one. Because I want to craft some more red circuits. For my own personal use. With whatever I've got left over. Okay. Here you go. Have some plastic. What else? You have some engines. Okay, now we're in business. This wasn't terribly quick, but we got the job done. Gonna upgrade these inserters. Not terribly necessary, but it'll help. The less time the science packs spend shuffling from one lab to the other, the more the more time they spend actually getting research done. That's kind of fun to watch. Interesting. Okay. All right, so now we have some red circuits that we can use to make modular armor, for example, which will give us more grid space than we have with the tiny armor Mark 0. You can upgrade your tiny armor, but it doesn't increase the grid size. It just gives you more armor, as it were. More defense. So let's put that on. That'll increase our inventory space. We can take all the hardware out and then put it in the new armor. Actually, what is the grid size? 5x5 versus 5x4. Okay, so it's slightly more. And it's going to take a long time for this thing to build up my battery again, but that means that I have 5 spaces for solar panels. So I'm going to start to craft 5 solar panels. And I need more red circuits for that. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then the Mark 0 armor we can dispose of at some point. I'll just throw it in there for now. Okay, so this is it. This is pretty much the end of the starter base. Let's see. Yeah, these solar panels give me 30 kilowatts. And the fusion reactor gives me 150. So these 5 solar panels will double my power in the daytime, which is not bad. Yeah, so the next step then is going to be to start expanding, so that we can get to making, I think we can, well, first of all, what I want to do is duplicate red and blue science pack production on a larger scale. So to do that, we're going to need iron plates and copper plates. And I don't know. I think maybe to begin with, maybe we make... No, let's do iron plate, copper plates, green circuits. I don't think I'm going to... I think gears I'll probably craft on site, or locally, or, wherever they're needed, I'll make the gears. But green circuits are definitely going to be made externally and delivered by train. So what I can do is I can start by making iron and copper smelting, green circuit production, and then we can do red and green. And I think we can do, maybe we can even do military science. For military science, we'll need steel as well. Okay, but in any case, the next step is going to be to make a train depot, set up a couple of mines for iron and copper. In fact, we may even be able to use, maybe we can even set up our first mine just using our existing patches, and just pick it up by train, before we start building external dedicated grids for mining. Because we still have a lot of stuff here. So we can set up mining over here in this grid for iron and copper. The stone patch is not too big, so we'll need to find ourselves another stone patch. There's one down here. That's the only one I see right now. There's a tiny one over here. But that's in the way of the grid. I'm probably going to end up erasing that one. And this one is too. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll do about stone. We'll see what we can pick up on the radar. So we'll need stone. Maybe we can use this one. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be the general order of things at this point. So I am going to do some thinking and some planning before the next episode, figure out, I need to get myself more acquainted with TSM, the train management mod, train supply manager, so that I know how to use that properly. And I think before we do much of anything, we need to have a depot set up for some of the trains once they get filled with whatever they're filling up with. So all that to come. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.